Good evening, students. How are you all? Fine. Very good. Okay. In yesterday discussion, we came to know about the levels of management in short. Okay. In that very discussion, it became clear that the group of management or management as a whole is divided into three levels called the top level, middle level and the lower level. Okay. We also understood that the nature of top level management is determinative. Okay. And today we would like to discuss the different functions to be performed by top level management. Okay. What are the main functions to be performed by top level management? Let us see. First of all, the first and foremost function of top level management is to determine the objectives of the organization. Okay? And while discussing different objectives, we have understood that there may be so many objectives of an organization classified between organizational, social and individual objectives. Okay. So the main function of top level management is to fulfill these objectives. Okay. How? By chalking out plans and by framing out different policies. Okay. So this is the first function, to determine the objectives. The second important function of top level management is to determine policies of the organization. Okay. You know, children, policies are the short-term plans which provide a guidelines to managers while doing their actions. Okay. That means how should the managers respond in their performance, in their activities, that is determined by the policies framed out by the top level management. In other way, you can say the broader policies of the organization are determined by the top level management to fulfill different objectives of the organization. Okay. The next one is determining different activities of the organization. Okay. In fact, it is the responsibility of the top level management to determine different activities to be undertaken in the organization, such as the activities related to production, the activities related to finance, the activities related to sales, the activities related to marketing, etc. The major activities of the organization, in fact, are determined by the top level management, and in accordance with the guidelines and instructions, the people working in the organization are engaged in performing these activities. Okay. The next one is assembling of the resources. That means it is the function of the top level management to assemble the necessary resources for the enterprise. What may be the necessary resources? They may be man, machine, material and money. Okay. You know, children, for any operation of the organization, particularly for a business organization, these resources are required at every step. Okay. Whether it is production or it is sales or it is marketing or other functions of the organization, the management has to assemble these resources. And you know, without availability of the sufficient resources, the broader organizational objectives cannot be achieved. Thus, the top level management has to assemble all required resources. Okay. The next important function is to control the performance. Performance of what? Performance of the individuals as well as performance of different groups and departments operating in the organization. From this point of view and for this purpose, the top level management regularly makes out an assessment of the performance and of the progress. Okay. The top level management collects different informations and facts from different individuals and from different groups or departments, and then on the basis of these facts and informations, the top level management frames out the plans and policies and takes actions. Okay. And this way, the top level management controls the performance of the organization. The next important function of top level management is to act as a liaison with outside world. That means whatever links have to be established and whatever relations have to be maintained with other parties of the organization outside it, such as with government agencies, such as with other organizations, such as with local administrations, etc., etc. All these have to be done by the top level management. Okay. Why? Because the top level management in fact represents the organization. Okay. Last but not least, you can say approval of the budget. The top level management has to approve budget. Budget of what? Budget of each department of the organization. Okay. You know, children, what is called budget? Budget is a statement of the receipts and expenditure. Thus, the top level management estimates about the receipts from different sources and also estimates the expenditures for a given period of time and then approves the budget for different departments of the organization. Okay, and this way the top level management performs its different functions in the organization. Okay, so the topic, the meaning and functions of top level management is now clear to larger extent, and better for you all to go through this topic in detail from the textbook, and if you want to have a conversation with me, then you can. The probable questions which may be asked on this topic may be something like this, as definition based questions, as what is top level management, define what are the different executives of top level management, what is the nature of top level management, or write any two functions of top level management. Multiple choice questions can also be designed on the basis of this topic. Okay, and maybe a case study or some other case studies also, as for example, suppose I say, if your grandfather has retired from the general manager of a multinational company, then explain what type of functions he was performing and at what level he was working. Okay, this is the simple version of a case study, and there may be many other case studies, something like this on the basis of this topic. Okay, now let us see the next important topic of the same chapter, and that is the meaning and functions of middle level management. Children, as we have discussed earlier, that the management of an organization is divided into three levels: the top level, middle level, and lower level. We have discussed about the top level, and now let us discuss about the middle level management. Okay, when we say the middle level management, then it refers to that set of management, that group of management which establishes a link between the top level management and lower level management. Okay, the middle level management is just below the top level management, and the number of people working at middle level management in fact is larger than the number of people working at top level management. Okay, the nature of middle level management is executive. Why? Because the middle level managers have to execute the different plans and policies framed out by the top level management, which establishes a link between the top level management and lower level management. Okay, the middle level management is just below the top level management, and the number of people working at middle level management in fact is larger than the number of people working at top level management. Okay, the nature of middle level management is executive. Why? Because the middle level managers have to execute the different plans and policies framed out by the top level management. The middle level management comprises the executives like departmental heads, divisional heads, subdivisional heads, subdepartmental heads. Okay, like production manager, sales manager, marketing manager, finance manager, personal manager, etc. will be included at middle level management. And you know, the middle level management has to indulge itself into so many activities. Okay, they have to control their concerned groups and departments, and they have to get the concerned works done in the proper way. So whatsoever activities are conducted by middle level management in their respective groups and departments can be classified into different functions, which can be called as the main functions of middle level management. Okay, what are the main functions of middle level management? We shall discuss tomorrow. Okay, and till now I would like to say thank you.